Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Bleulotus.Gardens. My name is Blue Phoenix. My pronouns are she, her. Welcome. This is Plant Shop's personal channel where I get to discuss to y'all about plant care and how we are caring for them, upcoming plants. In this video, I thought I'd do a fun video where I would talk to y'all about how to care for your plants during the winter time. I've had a couple of plants that are that have gone through a little bit of cold damage, so their leaves got really tender, the petioles, including in this video a short clip of this morning. Okay, so I was trying to make it look nice and everything, but I had to get to this before it started looking worse. So this is Philodendron giganteanum. Unfortunately, she suffered a little bit because of the cold freeze here in my area. So what we're gonna do is quickly show you how to care for it. So you're not going to water it. You're going to leave the soil alone, or whatever substrate it's in. And because if you water it right now, it's going to get root rot, and the whole thing will die. So in order to save some of it, you're going to have to cut some of it off, let it dry out a little bit, and put it in some high bright area. So that's what we're going to do. So we are going to cut this off over here. As you see, it's squishy because of the cold damage. Alright, we're praying that this one will come back because it's looking a little rough right now. But this is all the stems, right? And then there's a little bit of pieces inside here where I had to really quickly take care of my Philodendron giganteum. And so from there, I just needed to do that, and then I took a rest because I've been having some back. I'll keep it really quick, but I've been having some back pain issues, where my back was pinched. I picked up a really big pot during this cold weather, and my back got a really bad pinch to it, so I wasn't able to move a lot, and so I've been resting it for I think it's been a couple of days now, 3-4 days. But yeah, I've been really busy also with a lot of other things. Just a really quick update, I do have now a gaming channel that I'll be sharing with y'all later on. This is more of an 18+ channel. So this is where I just kind of have fun, and I just hang out and I chill. I've been doing Twitch more. So if you're interested in that, again, it's 18 and plus, and then of course my other channel as well. I'm sharing a lot of videos of just how I personally care for just my personal plants as well. So definitely check that out. And then Also check out our store. I have some new hoodies for us, so if you like my hoodies, you get also like 15% off when you wear it in our events. So you get 15% off your order. I always try to like give back to my customers as much as I can. So really long intro, I know, but I've been away. I just needed to give y'all a really quick update. Thank y'all for listening, and let's get on to the video. So around me, I have a couple of aeroids that I will be talking about, and also like this philodendron serpens over here, how I cared for it and rescuing it during this time. There's also philodendron esmeraldens that I am going to be propagating. Also, as you see, I got these from a friend of mine. He needed help caring for his plants, and he was like, just, take these. One of these I am kind of, where is it? Oh, here it is. I am going to be repotting it. As you see, it's time for a repot. This is the Anthurium esmeraldens. I probably should have tested my mic, but you know what? Super huge. As you see, this is the Anthurium esmeraldens. Super pretty. It has this nice, like thick foliage, matte. It grows about, what is that? That's a good leaf size right there. I would say this is a very nice Anthurium to add to your collection. I will say juvenile form, you probably would have to do a lot of like mid to high humidity to really like acclimate it out, but I've kind of like been having it more in my area here. What is our, oh wow, we're dry up in here. This is my humidity and temperature at the time. So as you see, this is what they're like receiving currently. I have no humidifier in here, so I've just kind of like been working with that. I do kind of like work with the grow tent. Don't have any like added humidity to it, so I just kind of been like just like placing them in there. It has like a air going through it, so it does have like an air system through it, and then so that way there's like airflow, and that helps it, so that way it doesn't like doesn't keep the plants dry. I mean, it doesn't keep the plants watered for too long, so it helps it like dry up the soil a little bit. That's what I've noticed. So I really like this one. This one's definitely something that I feel like people really need to like look into and try to get. I think this is a year of like simple plants that are like staples, that have like a nice good like staple like statements, and then also that bring you joy. Like we gotta find that again. I've been talking to a lot of people like about like plant burnout and things like that, and I get a little bit more personal about that. So with other people in the community, and just kind of like try to like gauge people's what's going on, because like I know I get that every now and then. The Anthurium esmeraldens is something that's really like beautiful. I feel like we need to like definitely look into that. I want to probably propagate this one. Make sure I didn't do anything. I want to propagate this one. Probably like up to here, and probably like clean this up a little bit. Maybe do this, maybe clean it up all the way up to here, because it does have that growth point right here. So it does, I think it is like really trying to push off a lot of growth, but I feel like this is like too much for it, especially since it doesn't have any of the foliage at the moment. It can't like produce any. So we're probably gonna have to take these little like sheaths off, as you see here. And we're going to like experiment a little bit and work that out into probably like a little propagation, and then just place it in my Exoterra. You see the one right you see this one right here? This is my Exoterra. That's where I keep most of my propagations that need like extra high humidity, or I just like don't want to water them for a while. Just put it in there. So they all have like different reasons, and I know like it's like off because of the white and then the yellow, but that's how it was. I mean, I just kind of needed some lights because of the winter time, so I went with these like really quick purchase for marina lights. I guess now that we're talking about it, we should talk about lighting. I know like this video is gonna be all over the place. Sorry y'all. I'll try to like put little like chapters or something so y'all can like, it could be a little bit easier to navigate to, but this will be like a lighting portion. We just finished our intro, what we're going to be doing a little bit about like what plants we like and stuff, and then this is now the portion of lighting, how I'm caring for my plants during the winter time in lighting. So there's definitely like, these are the Marina T5s, I believe. They come in a pack of 4, and so I use 2 in each section, as you see. I am also in this video going to have to redo them a little bit because they're like angled. They don't stay down. They don't like, they're not facing downwards. They're facing at an angle because of the way I kind of like maneuver them onto the metal. And so I didn't realize that until at the end, and I was just like, I didn't have any more twist things to place it back onto it, so I just left it like that. And so as you see, that's a result of the T5s. They're still growing pretty adequately. I would say that has like my some of my really like important Hoyas, and then this would be like my section where I have plant props and then no drainage plants. So I just like keeping at a more visible area because I like looking at them when I walk in, and I'm just like, oh, they're so pretty. That's what I like. It's easy, love it, very chill. Okay, and then over here, this is like a very mixture of area of like my plants and then some of the store plants, and then at the very bottom I have also plants that I am working on, so plant propagations, calatheas, any like lower light plants that will be going under there. I do also make sure that I always wipe down the very bottom of the shelving units because I tend to notice throughout my growing experience that that's the place that receives the pests the most because it is off the ground, and so bugs and stuff like that do appear more from that point on. So I do kind of keep a more like pest-free area, try to keep it pest-free as possible. So that's the reason for that. And then over here, these are, oh, well, before we get onto that, these are the clip-on grow lights. So these are like set at timers for like 12 hours out of a day. They go on at a certain time in the morning, they go off at a certain time at night. That's how that is. And then this one is all hooked up together, so I just kind of have to click it off and it just turns off. But mostly since they're Hoyas, I don't especially because I have a time lapse coming up of one of the Hoyas, the Hoya Lockii. Definitely check out our store because I've added some more plants onto there. There's merchandise plants. Unfortunately, you can't get a. Currently, the way I have my merchandise set up, it's print on demand. It helps me reduce inventory. It helps me reduce, like waste. I'm not big on being wasteful with products, so I definitely have like that product where it's print on demand at the moment. And then as I have I get to see like spreadsheet wise like purchases will add on to the store, but it's print on demand, and that's how it goes. But yeah, definitely check out our store because they'll have like a couple of like the plants in there and stuff. of the new plants that I've been adding onto there, like a lot of Hoya plants. But these are the clip-on grow lights that I use. They stay on, they stay off. And then I'm also caring for a friend's I'm also caring for a friend's plants at the moment. Unfortunately, her and her family's house burned down this past holiday season. Actually, like it was after the New Year's, so it was just very unfortunate for them that happened. But thankfully, all of them are doing okay. They're doing well. They made it out, and also with the pets as well. But unfortunately, a lot of her plants suffered. She lost a lot of. Her family lost a lot of like their furniture, belongings, clothing. So we've just kind of been helping them a lot out like that. So there is that really cool part of the plant community that we just like step up, and we just like. When we just hear these kind of things happen within our community, and we just instantly offer like help as much as we can, you know, like, and that's just like really cool. Like there's so much, like there's this really cool part of like this plant community also that just does this and is like there. And so I that's where I lie in, and I really try to like focus more of being a part of, because it's like I try to like really be helpful towards a lot of people. It's something that's very important to me. So but yeah, and then so her plants are down there as well, and then over here for these shelving I have Good Mother Earth LED grow lights. So I got these at Lowe's, and I really like them because I saw really good, and I like them a lot because I saw really good like difference in growing my plants. So these really do well with growing my like plant props, getting them like really rooted, fast rooted, and then also my Hoyas, getting those like all well and like growing. And so it doesn't take that long and like really like getting them started as it does if I would like probably keep them in like the clip areas. So these are more for like plants that have already been established, and I just kind of need like a bit more supplemental light. But these are more of like plants that don't require as much supplemental light because of the section where it's at. This area does receive a lot of like direct sunlight, so I just leave it mostly like that. So, and then over here I have like begonia prop area, and then also Hoya prop area, terrarium prop area, and then these two shelves are Hoyas. So there's a lot of Hoyas in there. I have like the Hoya Argentina Princess in there that I've been showing you on my other channel, and then also just a lot of like fun new Hoyas that I've added recently as well. So definitely try to like check out this video if you like from my other channel if you want to like see all the new collections that I'm adding to my collection. So I know this is how I kind of like to keep my channel separate. It helps me be more organized and knowing how to like speak to my audience, you know. And so definitely like also share your feedback in the comments down below if there's any kind of like type of video you'd like to see this year. I'm happy to like talk to y'all about it. Y'all know plants are my passion. Next, we are going to be talking about watering, fertilizing, and then also feeding your plants during this wintertime season. So during this wintertime, next, let's talk about fertilizing. I believe that's a good topic to start off with. I fertilize with Fox Farm fertilizer. Now I'm going to tell you there's two of these type of grow big fertilizers. There is a 326, which is this one, and then there's a higher ratio grow big fertilizer. So I love Fox Farm, but these are like when it does that gets me so confused because I have to change ratios and stuff in my mind and numbers. So there's blue and then there's green one as well. But this is what I use. I also use this as like a foliage sprayer for my Hoyas. So I've seen really good results. I'll put a picture here of the Hoya Lockeye recently, how it's putting off 3 different types of blooms. So that's been like my Hoya plant that I'm experimenting with recently that is showing me a little bit more like progress for using this as a foliar spray. So I'll definitely be considering this more, and I will say I got the idea of using a foliar spray because wild fern, if y'all watch your videos, I love watching wild fern's videos. They're so cozy and fun, and so I watch her videos. But she made a short where she speaks about like Hoya foliage spray, and that really did help me out a lot. And so I don't have like that type of spray, so I just thought I'd use this one since it does have similar lower ratios. Maybe the last two or the last one is higher, but I thought of using this one how she uses hers for a foliage spray, and that has been working for me for my Hoyas. So that is my way of going about fertilizing your plants now during the winter time, and now that we're getting into the new year, you want to like look into what you're going to start fertilizing, how you're going to care for it. Like this one right here, this is the Obliqua Peru. If you fertilize this one and it does not have a pole on it, it will just be shooting off these little runners. These little runners came off because of that fertilizer, and that's how it happened. And that's wild to me, so wild. So yeah, I just use a bit of this, and then I just mix it into. I just use a little bit of this. I mix it into water. A gallon of water, and then I just bottom water all the plants that I can, as you see over here, and then I just let the lights grow. So that's been my way of going about caring for this one. This has been my way about fertilizing these plants. So next, we're going to be talking about watering. Watering is a little bit different because I do work with various different substrates. As you see, I work with cocoa husk perlite, sphagnum moss, and then I also work with soil as well. I do also work with fluvial stratum mixtures with perlite and leca. These are kind of like the growing mediums that I've been using lately in growing my plants, and so we'll be kind of like talking about these a little bit in depth as I repot some of these and work on these along the way. I think if I don't work on them and speak about them along the way about caring for them, they're unique, different types, then I think this video will be longer than ever. It's already at like 20 something minutes. And then of course I have a Maranta that we're I'm going to be repotting. This was my personal Maranta. I have one for the store. It's gotten really big, y'all. Like I said, I've been fertilizing that one with fox fern fertilizer, and it's just been growing. There's roots, y'all. There's some noodle roots on there. So if y'all like something, that's a Maranta that's going to just keep on putting off blooms and growing for y'all. And it's a more of the very uncommon side. Most people don't have the black Maranta. I would go for it. And then if we're going to be propagating this one's a philodendron white knight. This is how I've been growing a lot of my philodendrons lately, and then just propagating them from there. So this is how I grow them out, and then I just chop them from there. Because look, y'all, I've been growing plants for a while, and I've noticed the trend and noticed how people gravitate towards like plants and like usually it's a lot of like the variegated, more like the highly seeked and stuff like that, and that's great and all, but like I'm passionate about plants, and I am passionate about I get passionate about like unique different types of plants, like the Cyantia Mariana, like really weird and like awesome. And so there's just like I do like follow the trends, but I also like I don't, because like there's a lot of things that I just like sometimes will be like fascinated about, and then people are like, why, you know, like, oh, but it looks so weird, like, y'all, like, let's look at some weird stuff. Like, I love variegated plants, don't get me wrong. I have the variegated Rhaphidophora and stuff like that, and the Albo and whatever, but like I love weird plants and then learning about them. So that's like something that I really want to gravitate towards more this year, and that's really what I want to focus on my shop. Because like, let me tell you, like later on in life, like I want to be able to like go and like travel, y'all, and like seek new plants and then bring them and then show them and talk to y'all about them, you know, like talk to like specific growers and like, and then be like, look, they have this new plant out there that they're that they have like pollinated and crossed or something. So I think that's something that I really want to like look into and add on to my shop. So I'll be doing that. Of course, I'll be like sometimes like adding like some of the trending plants, and those will be more towards like tissue culture plants. So a lot of the trendy plants have now been tissue cultured, and then you just kind of like have to know people to know somebody that has that's like growing these, because like it's really not that hard to like do it. You just kind of like have to find the protocol and then take a node and try it out, you know, and then you gotta like really like, I mean, I guess it does take like maybe a year. You have to have some patience and stuff, but like, I mean, once you get it down, you get it down, right? And so that's how I think a lot of people will be doing that, and it'll be making it easier for small little shops like me to bring you like trending plants that aren't so like an arm and a leg. Like, I get it, you want to sell plants, but I just kind of like want to sell plants. I want to have fun with it, because there's plans and that I want to do with this and like in the future. So now we're going to just do a little bit of plant care that I need to do. This one's my favorite. So much. This one's the Maranta Black Band. Definitely one that I really wanted to get. I like actually collecting various different Marantas and Calatheas. I think they're fun. They're like something that I first started with, and it was something that was really hard for me to care for, along with begonias. And now, you know, just like I learned how to do it, and I could like actually care for them better. So what I'm gonna do is, I have this planter here. I'm gonna move all this out of here and then just place it in here. Oh, this was the mother plant. I guess it didn't make it. It still has like a little thing in here. I don't know, is this? I don't know, but I'll add it into it just in case. it up with some soil in there. And now I just gotta like repot it out of here. And then if you ever want to propagate it, you could tell from the bottom when you pull it out, the growth pattern it will come out of. As you see here, this little area right here, this is the new growth. So that's the new growth that will emerge from it. So you want to remove it from, like, if you want to split it, you want to propagate it, you do this thing called split propagation, and you want to go inwards in here and then gently remove it, and then the plant will split into two, or in sometimes multiple sections. It just depends on how like large it's grown. And so what I don't want to like propagate this one. I want it to continue growing. I really like it. It's one of my favorite Marantas. And so we're going to backfill it now. Oops. Look how pretty that is. That's just like such a it's such a beautiful plant. I love the Maranta Black Band. Definitely one that I've always wanted to get. I'm so happy to have it now. I actually gave one away for a raffle, a local like raffle we did for one of the groups. So I thought it was really cool that somebody like won it, and I know them, and like at the time I didn't know them as well as I do now, but I know them now more because we're more interactive in the group. And then she's really doing well with them. She has it in a cabinet, so I think that's fun. And every time I have like multiple, I don't have, but when I do have multiple tags, I just put them back into the same pot if I do. And then there we go. Look how pretty that looks. It's just I think it's just such a beautiful Maranta. I hope y'all like it. I do also trade it sometimes, you know, within my group or like local plant, what's it called? Local plant swaps. Can get the words out of my mouth. Alright. Next, I have to. We're in a repotting mood, so let's repot this Anthurium also. And so what you want to do is just like leave it the way it is. I don't really like mess with the roots as much. I just kind of like plop it back into where it goes like that, and then just fill it up with soil and stuff. So let's do that first. We have this over here. So we'll do that. I use a lot of Fox Farm products. Those are like my go-to products. So this is the Fox Farms soil that I use. And I like it because like it's in my local feed store, so I get to like also support my community as well, you know, like, because I think that's always cool, like supporting your local community. And then we're going to just repot it like that. So sometimes like you have to maneuver it the soil back around it, and it's like fine if you get the soil in the sphagnum moss. Like it's okay. I'm just leaving it on there because like it's easier for the plant to kind of like grab onto it. So, and then I just like jiggle the soil in there like this. You just want to be gentle as you do it. You know, you don't want to like destroy the plant, like break it in half. But I've done this for so long that it's just that's like my comfortable go-to kind of method. So. And the whole point of like caring for your plant is, you know, like getting to a rhythm of habit that's comfortable for you and your care and like what works for you, you know. But it's also great to like know like what all other plant styles care they are out there, so that way you like find out what is good for you. And never experiment with anything that's like really close to you and favorite. That's something I learned. So there we go. Probably do like that. And there we go. I have a planter I'm going to place it in, but for now I'll just go in there like that. I'm like, where do I put it? But like, look at that new growth. What do y'all think? Y'all like that? I think this is like one of my favorite new anthuriums that I'm so happy that I got. I'm going to like actually propagate a little bit out for my friend that shared it with me, because I want them to like eventually like get it back. Like I want you to like thank you for like sharing with me, but I also want to make sure you have like that little piece back also, because this is such a cool plant, you know. I would want one. That's so cool. I should really like propagate this out. I'm thinking, can I place this back into here? Because if I can, I'll just do that. Yeah. Okay, so I just placed it back into here, so that way I could see the roots. I feel like, you know, it's still good. Give it some more nutrients in there. And then a bit of some soil. It's like a little magical mixture. Alright. Tags go back in here. $35. How much was this one? Oh, I think this one was just gifted. I don't remember. Anyways, look at all that new growth. So we're just gonna propagate all that out. Whenever I try propagating a plant like this, I always try to go towards where it has like the most growth rate, but then at the very bottom you can tell where it needs to like start growing. So we're just going to be cutting it right here. So like that. Just cut that off. And then this one, I'm just going to place like into a little plant pot like this. I always remove the little sheath just in case, like so that way I know where to look for. Oops, that's the new growth. There we go. Be able to make like 3 little props. I'll have like 2 of these in there. This one is fine. Next, what do I have to do? Oh, this one. This one is the Philodendron esmeraldens. And like I said earlier, I want to I love this plant. This one's like one of my favorite plants. I want to generate more of that energy going towards this like new little growth area. Because it does have a nice good root system, it will definitely generate more growth over here in time, and it'll be easier for this one to acclimate and grow, and then from there we can grow more. But it does have these 2 pieces on there, so I think that's great, and then we could just like have those set off to the side to grow and acclimate out eventually. This way I get to see the eyes of the where the growth will emerge from, and then I know where exactly to also cut it if I want to. But since everything right here is so like tight together, I'm just going to allow it to like stay there, and I'm just gonna grow it out. I think what happened to this, why it couldn't open, was because the top was attacked by probably like a pest. It looks like probably like some sort of scale, and so I'm just removing any sign of what I think is like scale damage, and then I am going to like soak it, and then I'm going to place it into soil just in case. I wanted to repot this one. Oh, but I could place it back into the same container. No. I think that will be the best for that. Do that. First, let me repot this little begonia. This is the begonia Don Miller. I got this from our local begonia swap from the Begonia Internet Begonia Society. So it was really cool, and they got to teach us how to like really like propagate begonias better, and so it's just always cool to like learn more like that. Oops. This one always spills. I need to get screens for this. Or something. It's always be spilling. Could be the type of soil or something. I don't know. Usually use sulfur to callus off my propagations. I'm very chaotic, right? When I repot, I'm just like this, and that. But that's how I do it, y'all. I'll just mix into something or something like that. So you want to make sure your open wounds of the plant, or if they're not calloused off, you could just place them with some sulfur. At times this might work for you, at times it might not. So I'm not saying this is like 100% rate, but this is something that has been working for me, and I just want to show y'all that. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing in between. I'm pressing the sides and then pushing this gently down. It allows the plant to find its way in between the soil gently, and so that's what I do. And it like maneuvers itself where it needs to be. Just want to be doing that gently. And now, man. Sometimes it takes a little bit of patience. Maybe add some more soil on top of that. Ta-da! So there we are, that's the first one. This will be the next one. Make sure your growth points are pointing upwards, directly up. And then sometimes I might have cut off a little too much, but we'll see. Ta-da. Now they're just there and they're pretty. Sometimes I just put sulfur on top of it because it is just like a soil prop, and it's just something I do. Or you can mix it into the soil. That works also. Yes. Plop back in there, and then I figured might as well just toss everything in there. I am gonna add one of these to my shop, so definitely be on the lookout for that, and I'll show y'all how it looks like. I think it's so cute. Is it right here? Oh, it's right here. I think it's so cute. Look how pretty that is. So I like adding some diversity to the shop and some flexibility also with, you know, like price points and stuff like that. Oh, there's a new candle coming out. I'm like super excited to like eventually like show it to y'all. I have a sample coming in to make sure that I could like finalize the product, because that's what I do first. I make sure that before it like gets sent to y'all, like shipped out from the suppliers, that it first comes to me, and I make sure that all the specifications on it is correct. You know, like everything on it in the scents and how it's going to be packaged and what's going to be included and stuff like that. So that way I feel more comfortable sending things out for print on demand, because obviously, like, you know, to be honest, like in the world we always like produce so much clothing out in the world, and it doesn't ever get used or put into like good use. So there's for us, in order for us to like produce merchandise, I believe print on demand is the way to go right now. Eventually I might have my own little like area where I just print them myself, but in time. And that's how you do it. So it definitely needs support. Unfortunately, this is like one of those plants that needs the support, and so we're gonna do it the way I want to do it. So take a look. This is how I like it, and if you ever receive a plant from me, this is how they'll be. Here's another examples. Here's the Monstera aquaquensis. I like growing them in this containers. Like I said, it retains it better. So here's a fun epiprimnum. As you see, it has like this little one. And it grows on it really easy. So. Alright, y'all, so this is the end of the video. Thank you all so much for joining me for the end of the video for my plant care, and then also how to care for your plants during this winter time. I think it's really important to share your found knowledge. If there's anything you'd like for me to like cover this year, let me know down below. I'm so happy to always like share my found knowledge with you all, and always do like fun videos, and so I think it's great. And if y'all have any questions about it, let me know. So thank y'all so much. As always, I appreciate all the new subscribers. I know I have been not uploading as many videos in this channel, so love for y'all to give me more feedback so that way I can be more creative on this channel. I have my other channels set, and so there's my gameplay channel, my other one where I just kind of like rant off and talk about my plants, and then this one where I love to just like help y'all out about like plant care advice, how I'm doing with my plants, the chickens, and then also any updates, you know. So let me know down below. Thank y'all so much for thank y'all so much for all the support always given. Y'all have a great day. Bye everyone.